Hey everybody, UWG Nick here once again with another episode of Outlast 2. I'm stuck. Last time when we played, we just got out of the grave. And now we're dodging Mr. Creepy Pants here, who we saw before we ended last episode. Today I have just returned from the picnic that I mentioned a few days ago, when I said that the 1st of May in our town there's also always a big picnic, and there's meat and donuts and all kinds of things going on, and we get to wear our graduation caps from high school, which is a tradition thing. Anyways, this picnic also includes to some extent some alcohol for most people, which it did in my case as well. And there's more creepy people. Oh, motherfuck. Is that an arrow? Oh, wow. Was that an arrow? No, just more creepy people. So, I'm slightly tipsy once again, and don't worry, I haven't been drunk for 5 days straight, which you might interpret it as. Oh, motherfuck. It's just these last 2 days have... Well, this started out great. These last 2 days have been somewhat of a continuous celebration of spring. In fact, on Sunday, April the 30th, we still had snow. Can you believe that? Snow the day before May? That's some bullshit right there. Anyways, today, the 1st of May, has been great weather. It was sunny, it was quite warm. People were sitting around without winter coats and things like that. Okay, let's see what this is. This here's my brother, broken and killed by the tyrant Laird and his mount Nick. For wine he spilled because of his missing fingers and no real fault of his own. It is terrible and unjust, and I hope merciful God treats him better. So, Laird apparently killed people for no real reason, just abusing his power. Anyways, today was a beautiful day. The weather was warm, people were having fun, there was a lot of music, there was a lot of drinking and just being celebratory in general. People are having a real good time over the park. And we returned from there a couple of hours ago, and I'm still a bit tipsy from that adventure. Oh, okay. And now... Now, if you're American, you might find it confusing that people would sit around in a park and drink, but we don't really have the same culture around forbidding people to drink in public. Now, there is a rule, actually. There's a rule that came into power about 6 or 7 years ago, maybe a little bit more, where you can't drink in public, but even the police kind of treats that more like a guideline. So if you're being a dick and trying to fight people and things like this, they will add it to your charge. But if you're just sitting around peaceful, having fun, drinking a couple of beers with friends in the park, nobody will bother you. No matter if they could or not. They just decided that, you know what, screw it. Let people have their thing. So, oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Can I heal now without those fuckers following me? Yeah. So a lot of the time that is what the 1st of May is about. I got an achievement there, but I didn't have time to see it because of my ultra wide screen. Am I right, guys? I have to look to the side to see it, you know. Yeah, anyways. So that is what 1st of May is about, pretty much. The day before is also a big party, so usually people show up a bit drunk and hungover to the picnic. But that's okay, because people are in a good mood and everything is nice. Alright, we have 2 pages to read. No, we actually read that one already, so I'm just going to read this one. Rejoice greatly, O you scald, you afflicted with boils and sores, all you whose sex cracks and weeps. Your Baptist comes to you astride a donkey in the shape of a man. That Baptist proportioned as a child in all but the tools of a man, and therefore best beloved of the prophet Solomon Noth. And Noth said unto Laird, What desirest thou in your wretchedness? And Laird said, I desire to behold the things which the new Ezekiel saw. And Noth said, Yea, thine mind is too tight an arbor for the girth of the Lord's message, and would split at its penetration. Thou shalt knowest only your own salvation. And Laird said, Yeah, I believe all the words of my father. And Noth cries, Hosanna in the highest, as thou love me, thou art blessed, and you shall behold the things which thou hast desired. And Laird spoke, I see the heavens open. I see fly smoke in the sky, a cloud of insects bearing down a man, full grown yet virginal, most beautiful and fair above even the beauty of women. And I looked and knew I beheld the Redeemer of the Skald, of who Ezekiel had spoken. And Ezekiel spake unto Laird again, saying, Look, the Lamb ministers the children of diseased cocks and fester wombs. And I beheld the multitudes who were sick and who were afflicted with devils and unclean spirits, who would be healed by the power of the Lamb of God. And I, Laird, saw that he was lifted up upon the cross and slain for those whose lust delivered them to sin, and whose sin delivered them to lust. And as he hangs, there will be an abundance of milk and wine, such that butter and distilled liquor shall every one eat that is left in the land. And they shall proclaim the glory of Laird, who leads them to salvation. And when he gives the ghost, and his immaculate flesh hangs dead upon the tree, they shall pull him free of the thorns and bury him by magic in the earth. And the Skald shall say, We are weary and we are wretched, for our hearts are ravaged by sin, so that the glorious Laird must drive them by tongue and lash and cock, and remind them it is a small thing to weary men, but will ye weary my God also? And they shall proclaim the glory of Laird, who leads them to salvation. And the Skald Messiah shall rise from the grave, conquering sickness and conquering death, and those afflicted shall call him Emmanuel. And the Skald Messiah shall say, This is my flesh, eat of it and be healed. Whoever eats of my flesh shall have eternal life. And they shall proclaim the glory of Laird, who led them to salvation. This feels like the Deacon Laird has written it himself. That Baptist proportioned as a child, so a small man, in all but the tools of a man, so he's talking about his manhood, his genitals, and therefore best beloved of the prophet Solomon Noth. So even here he just cannot avoid speaking of how well endowed he is. And yeah, furthermore, I don't know if this was written before or after they caught us, but this is probably the reason why first they tried to crucify me, or crucify Blake, and then bury him. His immaculate flesh hangs dead upon the tree, that is crucifixion. They shall pull him free of the thorns and bury him by mattock in the earth. So the fact that I escaped probably meant that they thought I died, resurrected, and now the next step is to bury me in the earth. And the next step would be eating me, so I'm guessing that they're going to be chasing me with a lot more nefarious intent in the coming episode, or in this episode, so to speak. More screaming. I'm just gonna go. I'm not... This game kind of lives on running away more than sneaking at this point. So if you hear sounds, it's better to just bolt, in my opinion. The sneaking part worked for the normal enemies, but nowadays, or at this point when the special ones are hunting you, like Marta, Noth, the Deacon Laird and his steed Nick, they're magnetic. Like, you cannot hide from them. They will walk straight at you and they will just destroy your ass. So it's better to just bolt. Here we are, more paper. Sorry I had to take the rope from off this pulley because I needed to climb to heaven. Ha ha. If that bloated Ezekiel won't give you no more rope, you can cut me down and take it back, because I expect I'll be done with it. So this is someone who had killed themselves somewhere.
I'll die if I drop down that hatch.
Yeah, I figured as much. So we need to find...
Shit.
You need rope.
I can't...
Well, I just... Oh, god damn it.
A rope. I just need a rope.
Can I drop down here? If I drop down, will I die? Let's go up. And, oh, there's the climbing spot. Yeah, I probably would have died if I dropped. Let's reload while we're at it before we go to the creepy sounds. Okay, a thing. Oh, sound. That means I'm found. Dodge that shit like a ninja. Can I go in? Nope. Throwing up guy. Toilet guy. Open door. Bandage. Oh, son of a bitch. I shouldn't have gone in here. Ah. Okay, so everybody here is aggressive apparently. Or that's what I'm guessing. Can't go in. Didn't see anybody in that window. We're looking for somebody who have hung themselves. That's somebody who hung themselves. So I need to get up there. I'm gonna ignore everything else. I'm not actually too bothered about the text. We've missed so many already. I'm worried that I won't find enough to explain the whole story anyways. So at this point I'm more worried about, or more concerned about completing the game than getting 100%, because that 100% is long gone. Like long gone. I can see the blink, just give me the freaking rope. Is something bad gonna happen now? Like, oh, yep. Oh, son of a bitch. See what I mean about running? Just freaking run. I'm not even gonna try to sneak, I'm just gonna go. There you go. He did the thing immediately. Perfect. That's good. He's doing good. He's of course gonna fall at some point, but it won't kill him.
I said get your hands off me. Touch disgust me out of you. Hey,
There, I was gonna let go.
Look, I damn you.
Oh, someone's gonna fall. Alright. Let's see what happens. So, yeah, we're gonna heal. Be thou clean, I think I got. Interact. Oh, it's a hatch. Oh, we're back at school, I think, because there's snow.
Maybe I could... fuck.
Yeah, fuck. It might just be me reading too much into this thing, but he seems to be going somewhat insane. Like, he's saying things that don't make sense. And things like that. Like, he said at some point, like, he only found her after and things like that. He seems to be losing his mind a little bit. Maybe, getting confused about who he is or where he is or what he's doing. So that might be part of the story, like our protagonist kind of losing his mind. That, I admit, would be a nice touch in the scariness level of this game. Like, not knowing what's out there is terrifying. Not knowing what's inside you is even worse. Like, if the things you believe or the things you see are actually real or not. And of course, you could argue that these visions, these scenes, are kind of like a example of that he doesn't know what's going on. But I'm still not sure, like, are these just psychological visions, or are there actually, is he here in reality? Sorry, I got a bit of a burp there. It's one of those hiccup burps. That's locked. I'm gonna reload. Oh, blood. Oh, great. Fucking hell. Fucking instant death. Are you kidding me? That reminded me of something. Do you remember when I was annoyed with the section where you ran away from that ghost where you had to, or the tongue monster where you had to hide in the cabinet? The game breaks its own rules. Like, so far, they've taught me that if I'm seen, if I'm hunted, and I hide somewhere, they will find me. They will know where I am. Marta, for instance, will pull you out of barrels. What's his name? Nick and what's his face will come straight at you when you're in the grass. But at that... Oh, fucking hell. Where do I go here? But in that section, they forced me to hide. Now, it's not okay out of a game design perspective to design a game to work a certain way and then without reason change that. Like, what the fuck is this now? Oh, over here. Ah! And then around? Yeah, that's right. Suck it. Well, I'm dead again. Okay, so I can get around him, but then what? We need to set the camera to be on night vision from the start, because for a while there I couldn't see where I was going. So I'm going down. Okay, then I'm running back up. Jumping over, for whatever reason. Going down. Can I now open the door? No. Here's the door. You didn't see that earlier. Yeah, so the game kind of broke its own rules in that section by teaching me that I cannot hide from monsters once I'm seen, and in that section forcing me to hide to continue on. That is a recipe for frustration and disaster, and something that this game suffers from a lot. Like, they set rules and then they break them, and I'm not completely okay with this. Am I freezing now? Like, what's the deal? I can't run anymore. Okay. Not that door. I seem to be freezing to death because I'm moving slower. I don't want to go back in there. That's stupid. So does this go anywhere? Any windows I can open or similar? We've been in that area before, the cafeteria kind of thing. Windows? Anything? No? Well, then there's one option, that is back. Why would I want to go back? What is that then? No. Okay, let's go back. And it's locked. Right. I'm clicking everything here. I don't know if you can hear it. This is really good game design. I'm not sure. There seems to be an awful lot of where the fuck do I go in this game. This is the only place that's different. Can't shimmy my way up there. I should stream this game so you could help me. Okay, none of the walls work. Hatches? Steps, footsteps. Oh, those are my own. Any other hatches? Oh, there's one. Nope, not that one either. Well, this is the end of the game, guys. This is where it ends. Can I move a table or similar? No. It's not giving me any command prompts. Do. Well, this is fun. Oh, fucking shit. That's stupid again. You should have a clear indication of that. So I assume we're gonna meet Mr. Tongy again soon. Alright, of course, locked. There's a door. Oh, come on. I checked the other ones though. Oh, I have to be in a specific position. Are you kidding me? Oh shit. Music still going on? Oh, okay. Quit. So I assume he appeared behind me in the tunnel there. He seems to be locked into the school, like he can only be here. That helps me much because I have to go here. Still, it's good to know. Flicker, flicker, flicker. Really, you're tired already? Barely even moved. Where do I go? There's that door, there's that door. That door I can't interact with. Paper? Is that the key? Don't let me go. We've seen this one before. That really doesn't help me. That one's jammed now. Jammed. The light. Do I go places now? Alright, it's you.
Jessica!
Come here,
Jess! Hey!
quick.
I'm here, quick.
Jessica! Can you hear me?
And shed on me thy presence bright. I need not fear, if thou art near.
I'm walking
Thou
right now,
art
like
my
straight
savior,
forward.
Kind and dear, quick.
Towards. I'm trying to aim it towards
the
the
sun, look down upon
sound.
thy little one. O light of light, keep me this night, and shed round me thy presence bright. If thou art near, thou art my savior, kind and dear, quick. The day is done. O God the sun, look down upon thy little one. O light of light.
I'm just staring at the freaking bar and trying to find her.
Thou art near. Thou art my savior, kind and dear. This way, Blake.
Jess, are you there?
That might have been more exciting if I had been staring at the center of the screen instead of the measurement devices left and right there on the microphone. Because now I wasn't even looking at the screen when the damn thing, the jump scare popped up. Okay, we're going this way. Slidey, slidey. How many batteries are we
So
running
find
on?
my way to the mine.
I have 3. It's a decent amount. It's not great.
Lake. Get to the other side of the
I'm
lake.
gonna try to conserve a little bit of batteries. Sorry if it's dark, but I really can't afford right now to keep the camera on all the time. I'm just gonna do it when it's necessary.
Okay. I'm not putting a fucking toe in that water.
He's not.
The lake is wrong.
He thinks the lake is wrong, so I probably shouldn't step into the water then. It would be amusing to try just to see what happens, but yeah, you know, we've died enough in this game. Let's not push it. So we're gonna stay out of the water and try to find another way around. I can see shinies, I think. Nope, that's just reflections. Lock doors. Lock doors. No reason to go out on the pier that I see. Whoa. I just slammed in here like, fuck you guys. Maybe Blake is getting tired of all this bullshit. It's an open window. It's probably where we should go. I'm gonna go look around, see if we can find any batteries, because as I said, we only have 3. If you see any batteries, give it a shout out, right? Like, let me know. I didn't find any, so we're going ahead. Jump! Can we get in here from the side? That'd be clever. Yeah, we could. That means there's probably batteries in here, or pages. Rope? Maybe we should bring some rope. Rope has been useful in this game. Just grab that. He refuses to. Dingus. I can hide in the water if I want to. Why would I want to, though? Like, when I see these barrels, I wonder, like, how much harder are the harder difficulties, like hard and insane and nightmare and so on. Are there, like... Sorry. Are there just, like, more dudes around? Is there less battery? Like, what's the deal? How did they make this harder? Because it's a pretty fucking linear experience. You know, it's down to the, like, meter on where you step and where you go. So, I mean, in most games they would, like, increase enemy, like, health and damage and things like this. But since you can't fight in this game, there's no reason to increase those things. That was a white light sound. Oh, there's an island there. But there's water in between, so we can't go out to it from the beach. We'll probably end up on it still. Anyways, in some way. Yeah, not going. Thought about it, but that would probably just be death. I saw the obvious route down, but I wanted to check if there was some batteries or something I could collect. Let's reload. Because if I counted correctly, we're down to 2 now. Is this a run jump? Ugh. It was. But I made it, so it's all good. The light, ooh, how nice. Just stay here for a while. Yeah, let's go back. Warm up a bit. Fire looks really good in this game, by the way, if you look at that. Like, it looks like it's gas fed or something like that, but other than that, it's a nice looking flame. Slide! Fucking ninja. More screams. Let's try to get to the island that we saw from above. Ugh. Do I die now? There was definitely some sound that made me feel uncomfortable when we get into the water. Now I'm not sure if that's the water or if it's just the general music. Here's something. Gosh, I really will like. I wonder what's on that island. It's taunting. It's like you can almost reach it. Like if you just. Bet there's a secret of some sort there, but oh well. We ain't going.
A raft.
Or are we?
Get me across.
Wait, no, did I? Oh shit. Can I go back? There's probably stuff there still. I'm gonna go back and check because this whole battery thing, you know, I like my batteries. Also pages. Can I get off now? Oh no, I can't get off. Oh, there's a whole house there. Oh shit. Alright, so we're paddling. At least now I have a chance to get to the island, maybe. So I'm guessing that if I drop into the water for some reason, there's gonna be like a bunch of evil shit out to get me. I don't really know where across is. Like he said, get me across, but get me across to where? We probably missed a couple of pages there on that because we ignored the house and just went for the raft immediately. And since it wouldn't let me off, I couldn't go back to double check. But hey, if you're watching my playthrough, you're used to me missing pages by now, so okay. Shit's happening. It's the light again. And now all the fishies died.
These are signs. The apocalypse. Hope to God I'm just losing my shit.
Pretty sure you're losing your ship, though I have to admit there's something fishy going on here. Okay. Well, now he's putting more than a toe into the water, that's for sure. I'm gonna assume we have to rush. Yeah. Shaky, shaky? Kicky, kicky? Something? So, at this point, the jump scares have kind of lost their efficiency. Because it feels like they're very predictable. There needs to be a few jump scares that are completely out of the blue now. Not just... These last ones have been kind of like there's stuff leading up to them. So they try to get you more and more tense and then bah! They scare you. But that's not as efficient anymore. They need to go back to the... Like in the beginning when they had you open the window, a thing that you've done 1,000 times before. And then they jump scare you with some bullshit. That at this point would be a lot more efficient than this whole like, ooh, something spooky gonna happen, something spooky's gonna happen, and then boom, something spooky does happen. Because you kind of steal yourself at this point. Don't get stuck on the rocks. Slow and steady wins the race. This is no longer slow and steady.
Gosh. Is there no excuse for a boat? Come on.
It's not a boat, it's a raft.
Shit! Come on. Come on. Shit.
Really? We're just gonna wail away on the fucking rock? Alright.
Those are the ones. They took Lynn. I'm close.
Ooh.
I'm almost there, Lynn. Cult ones are dead. Those good Christians. Because
I don't
God
think
said she had to die. Heretics, they want her to have the baby. Despite God. What will they do when there's no baby? I have to... Jesus. Lynn. I'm coming.
I don't think you could call these people good Christians. In like, I mean, they're strong in faith. I have to give them that. They're strong in faith. But I have a feeling
God.
that... Was that Nick? No. Well, it might have been Nick that threw him down, but... Damn, I didn't see. Anyways, they're strong in faith. You can't say anything about that. Oh, they're dumping people here. But I don't think the faith they're following is that close to the Christian Bible, really. Ew, people soup. Let's go this way. You can make it without wailing into freaking rock. Heard him, didn't see him. Not even ultra wide is wide enough to see everything. Am I? Oh, okay. Was that? I guess that was supposed to happen. Sometimes with this game, I don't know anymore. It's
Shit.
like,
Shit, the raft. Please still be there.
but the raft will still be there. What's the
The raft
objective?
can't have gone far.
Yeah, it could have. It could have gone all the way downstream. It could have gone freaking out to the ocean. What do you mean it can't have gone far? It's river booty now, man. Paper. Chapter 3. Let's read it. Now it was in the 34th year of Sullivan Noth, who would be Ezekiel, in the 479th year of Zion, in the 1971st year of Christ, in the 11th month, on the dawn of the 26th day. I was a prisoner of the usuries, a cobbler in the land of Albuquerque, the mountain of the apricot tree called Albuquerque. I'm not gonna try to make voices. And I was weighed by the false depths of the Pharisees of Sion, condemned to bear a mark of shame by those clothed in shame. In the country of a usurping king called Lynch, in his birth, who faced war and fought not, who set in stone the corruptions of he that came before, and condemned Zion to sickness even unto death. And the word of the Lord came unto me unbidden, as a thief in the night, cloaked in lies but shining with truth, a voice electric cast by a sinner and caught by metal rod. And it spoke the words of lamentation, saying, For this is our heart is faint, for these things our eyes are dim. Saying, Because of the mountain of Zion, which is desolate, the foxes walk upon it. Saying, Thou, O Lord, remainest forever, thy throne from generation to generation. Saying, Wherefore dost thou forget us forever, and forsake us so long time? Saying, Turn thou us unto thee, O Lord, and we shall be turned, renew our days as of old. Saying, But thou hast utterly rejected us, thou art very wroth against us. And I knew that he that spoke was the fox upon the mountain, called Me-Dotlishi, and Mailitsoi, by the defeated Navajo. The fox upon the mountain was the prince of chaos, who speaks the truth in lies. And I silenced the voice, and I looked, and beheld unseen a great fire enfolding itself in the brightness of the rising sun, and out of the midst thereof a color out of space. And and my frenzied eyes cast back in unworthy gulfs of darkness, away from knowledge unbearable to man, and noise of the fury of the Lord came upon me. And my ears bled as the member of a child at circumcision, and the Lord made known by this, Our covenant is made, which ye shall keep. He that hears, where words cannot be spoke, shall abide until the time is no more, and the enemy born of thine own issue shall be thy charge for my vengeance. And with that, I have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. Like in some of the previous text, you could kind of see like a practical side or real side or reality shining through the pages. That just seemed like nonsense. Okay, so we're gonna get past the next section and then we're gonna stop for today. And see if we can find a good place to quit. This episode is dragging on a bit.
There, the raft. Just get across.
There, the raft. How did it end up there? Doesn't look natural.
Motherfucking no.
What? These are fish. This is okay. Oh, those aren't fish. Yeah, no, those aren't fish. That's not fish. Okay. Oh, that's why he was upset. But hey, it's a fire. It's a campground. Why did I lift my hands? Huh. I guess this is a good place to stop. Him lifting his hands in anticipation for the next UWG Nick episode of Outlast 2. We made some good progress today, guys. I hope to see you in the next episode. And yeah, see you then. Bye-bye.